I worry that, and I know that as fares increase, so too does ridership decrease.
City Council is set to vote on a motion on whether to make transit free for low-income users, as that same motion looks to explore making transit free for all users. The motion from Councillor Matt Allard looks to make WinPass, Winnipeg Transit's fare program for low-income users, free. The program currently provides eligible recipients a 50% discount on full-rate monthly passes and e-cash rides.
I thought WinPass was still not as big a program as it is. I now found out it's quite a big program. If I recall correctly, it's become a $40 million program from being a $4 million program.
The city has identified in its own poverty reduction strategy that affordability and accessibility of transit are huge priorities to reduce poverty in the city. So bringing it down to zero would be a huge win.
The motion also asks the city to hire a consultant to study the cost of running Winnipeg Transit without charging fares, after the former provincial government pledged a total of $1.4 million to study both the widening of Route 90 and extending Chief Peguis Trail. Allard is hoping that money can be used towards the consultant's study.
I think there's ways of incrementally, slowly bringing in more and more affordable transit, and as transit gets more and more affordable, more people ride, less cars on the road, less wear and tear on the road, more money in people's pockets. It's a virtuous cycle.
Places have looked at it and have decided that it was a very difficult journey.
Brendan Healy, a public transportation consultant, says for major cities, removing fares may not lead to a massive switch to public transit.
The city of Talon was a forebearer in this, where the city council made all of transit free for residents, not for tourists. And everybody points to it. The studies show that it had relatively very modest impacts. It showed that the increase in ridership was only less than 2%.
Healy says research has shown riders prioritize service quality over fares.
Study after study has shown that service levels are far more important than fares. People are, of course, sensitive to fares, but they're not as sensitive as to service.
I think the more transit is funded and made accessible to people as a policy, the more we're all better off.
In Winnipeg, Edward Jan, City News.